Hey everybody, my name is Jim Perry. Welcome to Backroads Metal Detecting. So today is a special day. It's rare that I get out to a brand new permission. I tend to detect on favorite sites over and over and over again. But today, I am somewhere new. Here. This home is old. This is an addition to a very, very old home. Guessing that the home here would have been built in the probably late 19 teens, very early 1920s. And this was the original home here. I'm going to guess maybe 1870s. This home has sat empty for years and years. The person that's in charge of this property now doesn't remember anyone actually ever being in the property, inside the home to live there. So, got full reign of the property here. Just behind me, gorgeous yard. We've got the smokehouse here, and just on the other side over here, we've got the original pump house. There was a large barn about where I'm parked. I've got a few hours late this afternoon, maybe 2.5 hours. I'm gonna hit around the home as much as I can, and I'll try the pump house, the well house, and maybe just along the drive in between everything here to see what may be able to turn up, see what kind of luck we might have today. Well, I dug one of these just a couple minutes ago that was completely crushed, so I didn't show it. But any visit to a property like this, you have to find these. This is a mason jar lid. The metal part of the cap is completely deteriorated, but the porcelain, the milk glass liner, is actually in great shape. I'm not going to take time to look for markings on it to try to date it. I really want to get as much digging done as possible before I get out of here, but it totally makes sense right behind the home or alongside it. I got to figure out which side the original door was on and see what might turn up closest to that, but very, very common find. Glad to find that today. Well, just a few feet away, my heart skipped a beat. I have been fooled by these more than once. Very high, clean signal, large round item. I was hoping, and I have quickly peeled it back to see just a washer. Come on. No, there's got to be one of these for real out here. See if we can find me a large cent sometime in my career. Oh well, moving on. And I've made my way along to where the two homes actually were connected, where the addition was built on, and just out front. It's been a while since I found one of these. An old bottle top opener. Again, I'm not going to take the time to clean this up to see what's written on it, but there will be information on there. I'll be able to figure out how old this is very easily from that. So, not exactly what I'm interested in, but I will take it. Slowly making my way all the way around the home here. Something a little bit better, and not very exciting, but another very common find. Nice, I don't know if that's brass or not. It is not even slightly rusted. It's got a lot of dirt caked on it, but little, probably belt buckle, I would guess. Just on the south side of the home now. Of course, at one time, everything here would not have been electric, wouldn't have been powered by cars or tractors. There's going to be an awful lot of horse tack out here as well. See where it's worn through this iron ring. Sounded very, very loud. I was certain that it was iron, but I dug it anyways. Evidence of animals that once were used to clear these fields and feed the people who lived here. So I'm told it's extremely unlikely that anyone has ever metal detected here. So there are targets absolutely everywhere. More evidence, I just was saying, of a time when things weren't electric here. This would be part of a kerosene or oil lamp. The wick would have gone through that part there and would have drawn up the oil that would have been lit to light the home at one time. Very cool. So that's where the part of that lamp was. I was hoping to find more parts to it, maybe even the dial. I could be completely wrong, but I'm finding a small, obviously, dial for something. The ones that I have found for lamps are flat though, but on the back I could see this clearly was for adjusting something. There's a post that had been broken off. It could be to something else, but a pretty little piece here in great condition. See if we might be able to find any more parts of this here. So I've made my way out to the west and southwest of the home along these great big old trees in this part of the property. Gorgeous back here. And I half expected that I would find an axe head. And I think that's might be what this is, but I'm just not certain. The handle would have gone through here to there, but the end of it is very small. I've never seen one that looked like this before. Now, there might be some information on the side of it. Again, I'm not going to take time. I want to keep rolling here as fast as I can. But I will take that home, clean it up, see if I can find anything on it that'll give me an idea. If you have any idea what this is for sure, I don't know. I just haven't seen an axe head that large. Maybe a specialty tool for splitting the wood after it's cut. I'm just not sure. If you have any ideas, please let me know. Again, I'm just on the west side of the home. And finally, something I don't know, it's not real exciting, but it is definitely very, very old. Very old. Spoon. Very thin. This, I doubt I'll be able to get any information off of. But I will take my time at home to clean it up. Very old spoon. That is nice. So I've made my way back to where the original home was. Finally, something personal. Finally. I've been digging targets literally every 30 seconds. And I have a locket. I want to be careful to not break it, but I really want to see what it looks like. It's actually quite smashed, but there is absolutely a design on the front, and I'm seeing a very gold color underneath. I don't think it's heavy enough to actually be gold. What I'm seeing, yeah, it's probably just copper. It is starting to dry off here. Let me just try to brush it off here and get a better look at it here with you. Yeah, I'm afraid to do anything more with it. Right now I'm afraid that I'll actually break it. So I'll have to clean it up when I get home. But boy, it's been a while since I found any kind of jewelry. Long time. But I'm not even sure if I found any last year at all. But that is a very old locket. I'm hoping to get some information off of it, but very old, very nice. Glad to have that today. This home must have been beautiful at one time. Too bad it was abandoned and left into disrepair. So just behind it in the yard here, it's been a while since I found one of these as well. I accidentally broke the top of it off when I was brushing it off, but this would be an old, very old lipstick case. So I know I do, but I don't want to smell to see what might still be in there. So I'll just leave that alone and throw it in my pack. And just a few seconds later, I seem to find these always discarded behind homes as well. The gears to a very old clock. Still behind the home, lots of nails back here. And another very cool item. I don't know, again, it looks so familiar to me. Luggage tag maybe, I don't know. It looks so familiar to me. Again, I'll have to do some research when I'm home. I'm not going to take the time to look anything up while I'm out here today. Being that the sun will be down in a couple of hours. HH142, if you know what that is, let me know. There are signals absolutely everywhere here. I can't believe this is the second one of these buttons I've ever found. It actually is completely whole. It's a Russian Hessian soldier button, but this one is most likely a reproduction. The saying on it is, I believe God is our hope. First season ever, I found one of these in a park where it was just the face of it. And I don't know, you really can't tell here. This is very, very silvery colored here, in actually very nice shape. So I'll add that to the other one and have it as a great example of an old button. It's funny that there are newer windows in this home that hasn't been lived in forever. I don't know. So back out on the east side of it, alongside where the driveway came in from down there, I found a couple of memorial cents, and I can see already I have my first old coin. There we go. Focus. It is an Indian head cent. Let's see what the back looks like here. And actually, really nice shape. I should be able to get a date here. And my eyes are terrible here. Let me wipe it off a little better and get some pictures and get the date for you. Oh my gosh. My second oldest coin ever. 1876. Oh, there have been a lot of signals right in this area. I'm going to head over toward the pump house and back, but I'd like to spend some more time here as well. Very nice. Indian head cent was right there. Thought I'd go back and forth just in case there was more change here. And not, but very next signal. Here we go. That one I know is a very old axe. Well, I've been here about 2.5 hours, and that's going to be it for today. The sun is starting to go down, and I need to be getting home for supper. So I've got a few of my favorite finds set out here on a bench. Let's take a look at what I found today together. So again, these are just a few of my favorite finds today. I've got the large axe head, the small, I don't know if it's an axe head or not, couple of mason jar liners, the bottle top opener. I'll need to get some information off of that. Lipstick case, always finding shotgun shell stamps. Those are both actually very, very old. Part of an old lamp. The clock gear, always finding buckles. I've got the, I don't know, luggage tag, or I don't know, it could be an animal tag as well. The very old spoon, and then my 3 favorite finds for the day. And I'm not sure which one is exactly my favorite. The button is great, but the locket and the scent are very cool. Very old locket. I'll get that cleaned up and try to carefully pry it open when I get home. And the 1876 Indian head cent. Oldest of those I've ever found. Very nice. So it's time to get home. Unfortunately, I heard the S word used today. They're talking about snow again this Sunday. I can't even believe it. Either way, absolutely gorgeous day. Low 80s here. If we get any snow, it'll melt very quickly. I am looking forward to getting a chance to come back here. I know there's more to be found, maybe silver. Who knows? We'll see. As always, thanks for joining me again today. Hope to see you again soon.